So on this very rainy day here in San Diego, we're gonna check out my very favorite downtown beach town. So let's get started right now. Let's go check it out. So the first thing you'll notice about Del Mar, besides the rainy day here, is the size of it. It's only 1.8 square miles with a population of only 4,200 people. But what lacks in size, it makes up for in charm. So as I mentioned before, Del Mar is a very small town, which is actually what makes it so charming. We're located right here on Camino Del Mar, which is like the main strip here in downtown Del Mar. This is where all the boutique shops are and restaurants are. I do try to keep my wife away from the street just because it is on the higher end scale and it can get very expensive, but it also has a lot of character to it. So if it's a good place to check out when you're visiting town or a local here in San Diego. Okay, so one of my favorite things about coming to Del Mar are the restaurants, which is me and my wife come over here quite a bit since it's the closest beach town to our house. Some of our favorite spots here are Monarch, which is right above me. Behind it here has some great ocean views. So if you want to go there for like a sunset happy hour, it's a really good place to check out. Some other great restaurants here are Tamarindo, which is also right next door to me, and Fuego Cantina, which we've gone to a few times, especially with the kids, a little more kid friendly. And then some other ocean view spots. I'm always looking for ocean view restaurants here in San Diego. And Jake's on the beach over here, as well as Poseidon, are very good places to check out, whether you're a local here in San Diego or visiting for the first time. Okay, so we had to do a little pit stop here. It's actually pouring rain outside in Del Mar, which is a rare feat here in San Diego. So we took a little pit stop at Harry's coffee shop right here. It's actually opened in 1960 in La Jolla, but they just opened in Del Mar just a few months ago, so I've been wanting to check it out. It feels like it's been here for like 50 years, but it's only been open for 3 months. So if you're a big coffee drinker like myself, there's a couple other coffee places in the vicinity. There's Lyric Coffee at the L'Auberge Hotel. There's Little Joy Coffee Cart, which is actually my favorite coffee in Del Mar. It's a little coffee cart. It's kind of outdoors, so that's why we didn't stop there today, because it was really, really wet out there. There's also West Brew. It's a good place for breakfast and brunch. And then the Stratford Court Cafe is also a really good outdoor brunch spot here in Del Mar. So, cheers. So if you're looking for nightlife here in Del Mar, you might be a little bit disappointed. Most of the places probably close here around maybe at 10:30 or 11 o'clock. We're standing outside Jimmy O's, which is one of the only few places here in Del Mar that's open past 11 o'clock. Okay, so one of my favorite features of downtown Del Mar is the proximity to the beach. As you can see right behind me, we're only 2 blocks away from downtown Del Mar to get to the beach here. So it's a very cool feature. So you can spend the day here at Del Mar Beach and then work your way up to downtown, grab some coffee, some lunch, or maybe some dinner, and enjoy everything that Del Mar has to offer. So if you're looking for a hotel to stay at right in the heart of Del Mar, check out the L'Auberge Hotel right behind me.
As I mentioned before, Del Mar is the smallest city in San Diego County with less than 4,000 residents and 2,500 housing units. The median home price for single-family homes in Del Mar currently sits at $3.1 million. As for condos and townhomes, the median home price is just over $1.5 million. Del Mar has a wide range of home styles, including luxury beachfront homes, modern estates, and historic cottages. Some homes in Del Mar date back to the late 1800s.
And if you're looking to use public transportation to get Del Mar, you might be mistaken because you do see train tracks right here behind me. The train does go through Del Mar, but there is no train stop here in Del Mar. So on to my favorite topic about any neighborhood tour is the parking situation. I know you guys are excited about. So you see behind me, most of the parking here in Del Mar is street parking, and most of it's 2-hour parking. So just be aware of that, because there is a guy that will mark your tires every hour to make sure that you have not exceeded the limit on parking. There are a few parking garages close by in Del Mar, like the Del Mar Plaza has a pretty big parking lot, and there's a few other smaller parking lots throughout Del Mar. Next stop, downtown Solana Beach. So if you're one of the lucky few that do not have a car here in San Diego, Solana Beach actually has its very own train station here. So you can take this all the way downtown, you can take it all up to Oceanside, or you can take it all the way up to LA. So it's a very cool feature of living here in Solana Beach. Okay, so next we're gonna talk about restaurants here in Solana Beach. This also has some really good restaurants to choose from. It also has more of like a beachy kind of restaurant feel here, more than Del Mar, in my opinion. You have like your burger places like Chief's Burger and Brew. You have Pizza Port over here, which my family and I go to a lot when we spend the day at the beach over here in Solana Beach or over in Encinitas. They also have Station Sushi here if you're a big sushi lover. And you also have Solana Beach Fish House as well. So a lot of good places to choose from here in Solana Beach. All right, so right now we are in the heart of downtown Solana Beach, right off the 101 highway here. So the main drags of Solana Beach here are this 101 here, as I mentioned before, as well as Cedros Avenue, which is the arts district of Solana Beach, which is a very cool place that we're gonna go check out next. So let's go take a look. So one thing that all these beach towns will have in common is they love their coffee here. We're standing outside Lofty Coffee right on Cedros. I think right on Cedros alone, there's 3 or 4 coffee shops right along this strip, which is only about a half mile long or so. We have Pete's Coffee at the corner, we have Lofty Coffee behind me, Barefoot Coffee Roasters also, and I think there's one more that I cannot think of right now. All right, let's talk about nightlife here in Solana Beach for a minute. This actually has some pretty decent nightlife here. Things are actually open past 9:30, unlike Del Mar. We have the Belly Up Tavern right behind me, which is a great concert venue here in North County, probably the best concert venue in all of North County, San Diego. We also have some bars and restaurants that are actually open a little bit later too. Like we have Pillbox, and then we have Saddle Bar. And if you're looking for a night out for a nice steak dinner, check out Rare Society, which is just down the street. Okay, so right now we are standing on Cedros Avenue, which is the design district here in Solana Beach, and pretty much the design district for all of North County, San Diego. This is a cool place to check out for coffee shops, as we mentioned earlier. There's tons of coffee shops around here. They also have furniture stores and art stores as well, where you can buy some pretty cool signs that I just bought for my office. And if you're a craft beer lover like myself, this is, I believe this is the only brewery in Solana Beach, Culture Brewery.
Solana Beach is a bit larger than Del Mar with a population of 13,000 people and 6,325 housing units. The median home price for single-family homes in Solana Beach is $2.9 million and a semi-reasonable $1.3 million for condos and townhomes. Solana Beach is known for its coastal charm and natural beauty, offers a wide variety of home styles. These includes beach cottages, modern luxury homes with ocean views, custom-built residences, townhomes, and condominiums. The first houses in Solana Beach were built in the 1920s with the establishment of the La Colonia de Eden Gardens community by the area's farmers.
Okay, let's talk about beach access here for a second. We're standing right here at Fletcher Cove. And if you're unfamiliar how Fletcher Cove was created, back in 1924, a land developer named Ed Fletcher actually had a guy here for 3 months with a fire hose blowing into the bluffs here, opening up what is now today Fletcher Cove, which is kind of a cool story, I thought. And Fletcher Cove is located just 2 blocks away from the main hub here off the 101 freeway. So super accessible to spend the day here at Fletcher Cove at the beach and work your way up here for lunch, dinner, coffee, whatever you can desire here in Solana Beach. Unfortunately, this is really the only access to the beach here in Solana Beach. As I mentioned before, there's basically cliffs up and down the road here in Solana Beach. So if you want to access the beach, you got to go to Fletcher Cove. Okay, let's talk about parking here for a minute. Here we have a parking lot right behind me here, right next to Fletcher Cove, which we try to park at when we come to the beach here. As you can see, it's not a huge parking lot, so it does fill up quickly, but it is free, which is also nice. There's also a parking lot next to Dirty Dogs, where we are parked right now, which is also free, but has a 4-hour time limit. So just be aware of that, because they will ticket you if you're there longer than that. And they also have street parking plentiful throughout Solana Beach. And on the weekends, it does get pretty crazy over here, so just plan accordingly if you're trying to find parking. And last but certainly not least on our favorite downtown beach towns is Encinitas. Okay, so we're standing right here on the 101 highway in Encinitas, and if you are a coffee aficionado, Encinitas is definitely the place for you. I feel like the farther we go up in North County, the more coffee shops there are. So in this just over 1 mile radius here on the 101, there are 8 different coffee shops along the road here. We're standing outside Better Buzz, which is one of my favorite coffee shops in all of San Diego, not just Encinitas. They also have Lofty Coffee, they have Queen Stage Coffee, they have Jupiter Coffee, lots of different coffee places. I can't remember the rest of them, but just take my word for it, there's a lot of coffee. So if you're looking for nightlife, Encinitas is probably the best spot to check out here in North County, San Diego. I also would say it's probably not the most touristy destination of all of the North County towns for whatever reason, but it does have the most nightlife. They have probably 10 to 12 different bars and restaurants up and down the 101 highway here. They have First Street Bar, which is right behind me. They have Encinitas Ale House. They also have Union Kitchen and Tap. So really good place to check out. My wife and I will come over here for a little happy hour and then get dinner after. So it's a really good place to do date nights and just spend time with the family. So I do have one little gripe about restaurants here in Encinitas. Most of the restaurants, especially along the 101 highway here, do not have ocean views. So if you're really into the sunset views, ocean views while you're eating your lunch or dinner, Encinitas might not be the spot for you. Although if you do go south, you can go down to Cardiff, which is actually part of Encinitas, and they do have Pacific Coast Grill, which is actually located right on the beach in Cardiff. So the same as Solana Beach, Encinitas has its very own train station located a block off Highway 101, which is super convenient if you want to explore all that Encinitas has to offer. And although Encinitas probably has the biggest downtown of all the 3 downtowns we visited today, it probably has the worst parking in my opinion. They do have free parking up and down the street here. And they have a few lots kind of scattered in back of the shopping areas over here. But I do find it the hardest to find parking here, especially on the weekends when you're coming out here for dinner or lunch or trying to go to the beach. So last but not least, let's talk about beach accessibility here in Encinitas. Out of the 3 towns we visited today, this one probably has the worst accessibility to the beach from the downtown strip here. So it's not far by any means, but it's probably about a half-mile walk to get to Moonlight Beach, which is the closest beach to the downtown area where we are. So just keep that in mind. You probably want to, I mean, you can walk, but it is a little bit hilly, especially if you have little kids trying to lug beach equipment up and back. Might be worth driving from downtown down to the beach.
Encinitas is the largest of the 3 communities with a population of 61,000 people and 23,746 housing units. The first homes in Encinitas were built in the 1880s, and the oldest building in Encinitas is the 1883 schoolhouse. The building is now a museum. The median home price in Encinitas for single-family homes is just over $2 million and consists of beach cottages, craftsman, modern, as well as Mediterranean, to name a few. The condos and townhomes median home prices are just over $1.1 million.
All right, now let's get a taco. So that was our tour of my 3 favorite downtowns in North County, San Diego. Let me know in the comments below which one your guys' favorite is. We'd like to maybe do more of these in the future. And if this is your first time to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as we post new videos every week. Thanks for watching. Catch us next time. Bye.